How we doing there, Cyber World? My name is Randall James, coming to you from Kansas City, Missouri. I want to start off by reading a poem to you. This poem is entitled Mama Said. Mama said it would be days like this. When I was growing up, I often thought my mom was psychic or even a prophet. I would leave out of the house to hang out with the fellas. At first, the 80s breakdance crave was the thing to do. Me and my friends would hang out on the corner busting moves to Run DMC, walk up and down the street with a ghetto blaster on our shoulder. It was all innocent fun. In the late 80s, the West Coast culture came to Kansas City. We went from wearing Michael Jackson Thriller outfits to Compton Cali killer outfits. Dickie pants with the blue rag hanging out of our pocket and pants saggy. I guess all along we was a gang, but now instead of dance moves to show our neighborhood was the best, we had street fights to show our hood was the toughest. All along, Mama seemed to change. Instead of listening to her infinite wisdom, I would say, Mama, you are burning bread on me. Mama said it would be days like this. In the late 80s, early 90s, I spent time dealing drugs and building a street reputation. I made a baby, got shot 3 times, and went to jail for selling drugs, all in the same year. Mama said it would be days like this. And the streets was mine, or at least I thought. With every turn, I seen a cop. They was on me like white on rice. Nights spent in jail, being read my Miranda rights. Mama said it would be days like this. I had more problems than an 18-year-old kid could handle. Watching the evening news, the White House was even filled with scandal. Mama said it would be days like this. I seen so much yellow tape, I thought that was the only color it came in, until the night I lost my very best friend, laying in the street covered with a white sheet. I heard his mother scream like the devil was tap dancing on her heart. Why my baby? He has never done nothing to nobody, but he still got smoked at Day-Day's party. Mama said it would be days like this. A few days later, we all got dressed in black, rode in the Lawrence A. Jones big Cadillacs, all along thinking how somebody had to pay for this mess. Ashes, ashes, and dust to dust. Revenge in our minds was a must. We knew soon in our hood that the pistols would bust, but we didn't know that we would get caught. And after the decision of the 12 jurors, our soul will be lost. Mama said it will be days like this. Pulling chain was a whole new experience. I felt the ghost of all the souls who traveled on the slave ships during the Middle Passage. I was shackled at my feet, hands cuffed together and secured by my waist. Then a chain ran from me to a guy beside me, and another chain linked us to several more convicts. On the bus ride, we was thrown a sack lunch that consisted of a couple of sandwiches and a piece of fruit. We were so hungry and tired, so tied together that in our attempts to eat, we pressed the hard cold steel into our wrist. Mama said it would be days like this. When our journey ended, it was in a reception and diagnostic center where we was weighed, evaluated, and scored. This process, too, was degrading. All 30 of us were stripped naked, sprayed with lice repellent, and given a towel to wrap around us. We sat on a cold cement bench while one by one we were seen by doctors and specialists to see if we could read, hear, write, talk, and understand. Mama said it would be days like this. Our last step would be at a camp where we would be given a slave plantation job, and the years we would spend at this camp would be filled with people dying, hearing doors slam together, watching correctional officers pace back and forth in gun towers, being told when to get up and how to walk, how to talk, when to go to sleep, when to turn the lights on, when to turn the lights off, when to talk, when we could use the phone, when we could visit our family. Seeing segregation between whites and blacks, seeing people being stabbed and pressed, selling people being turned out, seeing people go crazy. Seeing but feeling numb to all of it. Mama said it would be days like this. I just didn't listen. Another poem that I want to share with you before we go any further. Strong Mother. 9 months the mother did bear the burden of carrying her child. The doctors performed delicate ultrasounds to assure the child's health. During labor, the mother bare the pain of childbirth. She pushed and screamed until her child became a part of this world. Tears of joy streamed down her face as she looked at this precious life. A mother's joy and pain is everlasting. Some mothers have to go through this task alone. But whatever the circumstances, strong mother has to be that beacon of light for her child. A mother's love for her child is so strong that in some cases, the mother has been observed lifting a car off of her trapped child. It is said, mama's baby, daddy's maybe. A child has a bond with his mother that is a natural one. Often in times of need or pain, a child yells mama. Mama is the first thing a child thinks of in his time of need, crying out for mama, reaching out for mama. I take my hat off for all the mothers of the world and all the mothers around the world who nurture their children and others' children, to all the midwives, to all the nannies, to all of the aunts, to all the grandmothers, to all of the godmothers. As once being a baby depending on that motherly love, I say thank you. Mothers are like a soaring eagle, teaching the child to walk, talk, and eat, not wanting the child to leave the nest, not wanting the child to be out in the cruel, mean world, not wanting the child to let go of the purse strings. Mamas feel like nobody can take care of their child like them. Nobody can cook that special meal like mama. Nobody will be as kind, loving, and understanding as mama. So mamas always lend a hearing ear. Mamas always keep a watchful eye. Mamas are always ready for the child to ask for help or advice. A strong mama gives but only one command when she finally allows her child out on his own, when she feels that she or he has prepared her child for life. As that child walks out into the world, mama gives a look of assurance that says, yes, child, you are ready. And in parting, she utters, but child, you can always come home. And with that, I want to tell you that about a nonprofit organization that I started called 20 Men with One Vision, that deals with drug and alcohol abuse, that deals with violence in jails. Through smart self-management and recovery techniques, we will try to help those people that have fallen prey to drugs and alcohol. Through SMART, we will try to educate people that have sexual addictions, people that have gambling addictions, people that have violent tendencies, people that have been in trouble with the law. We're going to reach out through any means necessary to try to get the resources and the manpower available to help people with all of these things. For those families that have been broken apart from one or more family members going to prison or going to jails, we will seek to provide reliable transportation so those families won't be so strained and so broken. We will try to provide toys and meals for children and families during a time when maybe the breadwinner is locked up or incarcerated and can't do so. For any questions or any things or any comments that you may have in regards to 20 Men and One Vision, you can see us on Facebook at Randall James. You can see me at RJ 20 Men and One Vision at yahoo.com, and I can be reached by phone at 816-442-4732. We are looking for anyone that would like to donate time, effort, material, money, or anything of value to 20 Men and One Vision that will help the people of Kansas City, Missouri. I also have a very important Chief Financial Officer and Vice President of 20 Men and One Vision named Kerry Seaman that stays in Columbia, Missouri, that can be reached at seaman.kerry@yahoo.com. He can field questions as well about 20 Men and One Vision. He is #1 supporter and one of the founders of 20 Men and One Vision. And me, myself, having been incarcerated, having been in the drug game, having been in the street life, I feel like I'm qualified to help those people that do need help now and want to change their life. If you're one of those people and you have something to offer to 20 Men and One Vision, please call Randall James at 816-442-4732. Thank you, and you have a blessed day.